One Earth change we pay attention to daily is the weather. What causes weather conditions? The water cycle, landforms, ocean currents, natural and man-made events all affect weather and the broader pattern of weather we call climate. Weather scientists, called meteorologists, use a wide variety of information and technology to predict the movement and impact of weather systems.
As you can see, when you put these satellite maps in a loop over the last 3 or 4 hours, you can see how the systems move across the U.S. As they're moving across the U.S., they're going over various types of land masses, different color of land. They're going across rivers and across the ocean out into the Atlantic. All those different land characteristics and ocean characteristics affect the various air masses on their march across, say, the United States. As weather systems migrate west-east across various continents, as they're going over oceans, those air masses are picking up more moisture, and we call them a maritime-type climate. A good example of that is along the western U.S. That's a maritime-type climate. The ocean, what we call thermal stability, tends to affect the temperature all along the coast of West U.S. as an example, but it modifies that temperature. You have very little change in temperature along your coastal regions because of the ocean effect. Whereas once that air moves inland into, say, central U.S., we call that continentality, and the land has the ability to also add heat to the air mass, but you can have greater swings in day-to-day temperature because of the energy transferred from the land is greater than the energy transferred from the ocean. The Ag Weather Center takes, as an example, the rainfall values all across the state every day and puts that into databases. We're the only organization in the state that on that real short-term type weather, I mean from yesterday through the recent past, we archive that data so we can make rainfall maps and the deviation from normal rainfall and track the near-term wetness or dryness. Being able to store that into databases and show historically what that's meant to Kentucky in terms of agricultural production or municipal drought allows us to provide very timely information to Kentucky residents through the news media or on the internet about what's the current status of drought or wetness, surplus, in any location in Kentucky. Now, this particular map I have up here is called the Surface Weather Map. And every hour we take data that was observed the previous hour from all across not only the United States, but the world. Now, right now I have the United States up, and it shows the surface weather.